Hello and welcome. Imagine this. You're walking through the dust of centuries, and you stumble upon something extraordinary. The remnant of a people who lived thousands of years before you. They had cities, laws, technology, and philosophies that, in some ways, rival our own. It makes you wonder, what does it truly mean for a civilization to be advanced? Is it about towering architecture that defies time? Is it about revolutionary ideas that still shape our world today? Or is it something deeper? Something about how a society governs itself, how it treats its people, and how it finds meaning in a chaotic universe. Today, we're on a quest to answer a deceptively simple question. Which was the most advanced civilization in the ancient world? And as we explore this, we'll discover a surprising thread connecting the rise and fall of empires to the very Stoic principles we've been discussing. Stick around, because by the end of this journey, you might just find a new lens through which to view our modern world, and your own place within it. What makes a civilization advanced? Before we can crown any civilization as the most advanced, we have to define our terms. What are we actually measuring? If we only look at military power, we'd get one answer. If we only look at artistic beauty, we'd get another. From a historical perspective, scholars often point to several key markers. The development of writing and record-keeping. The establishment of cities and complex social structures. Innovations in technology, agriculture, and engineering. The creation of systems of law, government, and philosophy. But from a Stoic point of view, as championed by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, there's another dimension. An advanced civilization might also be judged on the wisdom of its people and their ability to live virtuous, resilient lives, regardless of external circumstances. As Seneca reminds us, wild animals run from the dangers they actually see, and once they have escaped them, worry no more. We, however, are tormented, alike by what is past and what is to come. But truly advanced society, then, might be one that has learned to master its own mind. With these dual lenses, the historical and the philosophical, let's travel back in time. The Contenders, a tour of ancient ingenuity. The cradle of civilization, Sumer and Mesopotamia. Our first stop is ancient Mesopotamia, in the land of Sumer, often called the cradle of civilization. Around 4,500 BC, here's what the Sumerians gave the world. The first cities. They built the world's first cities, like Uruk and Ur, which housed tens of thousands of people. The written word. They invented cuneiform, one of the earliest writing systems, moving from simple pictographs to a more abstract script that could track commerce, record laws, and tell stories. Revolutionary concepts. They pioneered mathematics, astronomy, and astrology. They invented irrigation on a massive scale, started the first schools, and even gave us our modern conception of time by dividing the day into hours, minutes, and seconds. The Stoic in us can't help but admire their relentless focus on what they could control, taming the unpredictable floods of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers through irrigation, and using reason to impose order on the world through law and writing. The masters of planning, the Indus Valley civilization. Next, we journey to the Indus Valley around 3,300 BC. While the Sumerians invented cities, the people of the Indus Valley seem to have perfected urban planning. Their cities, like Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, were marvels of foresight, meticulous urban design. Their spacious streets were laid out in a strict grid pattern, suggesting these were carefully planned metropolises, not organic growths. Advanced public works. They built sophisticated sewer and water supply systems that kept their large populations clean and healthy, an achievement some parts of the world would not replicate for thousands of years. The drive for uniformity. They used standardized weights, measures, and even bricks of uniform dimensions across a vast territory. This civilization reflects a powerful Stoic principle, embodied in the architecture itself: order and discipline. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A man must stand erect, not be kept erect by others." The Indus Valley cities were built to stand erect on their own, through impeccable planning and infrastructure. The great synthesizers, ancient Rome. No discussion of advanced civilizations is complete without Rome. While the Romans were famous borrowers, they were brilliant innovators in their own right, particularly in engineering and law. Their legacy is built on monumental engineering. Their roads, arches, and aqueducts were renowned for their sturdiness. Some of their constructions, like the Pantheon, still stand today thanks to their revolutionary use of concrete. Systematizing knowledge. They wrote the earliest surviving encyclopedias, like Pliny the Elder's Naturalis Historia, which sought to compile all ancient knowledge. A lasting legal framework. Perhaps their greatest contribution was the development of a complex legal system that would form the basis for many modern Western laws. And crucially for our channel, it was in the Roman Empire that Stoicism found its most powerful voice. It's the thread that connects the wisdom of a Greek slave, Epictetus, to the absolute power of an emperor, Marcus Aurelius. The Stoic connection. Philosophy as the ultimate advancement. So, we've seen incredible achievements, but which of these civilizations points us toward what it means to live a good life, not just a technologically proficient one? This is where Stoicism enters the stage, primarily through the Roman world. Think about it. The Stoics taught that while we can't control external events, the rise and fall of empires, the opinions of others, even our own wealth or health, we can absolutely control our judgments and actions. This philosophy is, in a way, the ultimate operating system for human resilience. Consider these principles, which are as relevant to a civilization as they are to an individual. Focus on what you can control. The Romans focused their immense energy on what they could build and systematize. As Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor himself, wrote in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A civilization that internalizes this spends less energy on fear and more on creation. Virtue as the highest good. The Stoics argued that perfection of character, living with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, was the true goal of life. An advanced society is not one with the most stuff, but one that cultivates the best people. As Epictetus, born a slave, said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Memento mori and the view from above. The Stoics constantly reflected on impermanence. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. This view from above provides profound perspective, pulling us away from short-term greed and toward long-term legacy. So, who wins? The verdict? So, after this journey, who claims the title? From a purely technological and first-mover standpoint, the Sumerians have an undeniable claim. They built civilization from the ground up. From the perspective of efficiency, planning, and quality of life, the Indus Valley civilization presents a stunning, almost mysterious model of harmony and order. But if we measure advancement not just by what was built, but by the enduring power of the ideas that were born, ideas that can still guide a human life 2,000 years later, then the Roman world, as the vessel for Stoicism, makes a powerful case. It gave us a framework for resilience, virtue, and inner peace that has outlasted all its marble and stone. Perhaps the real answer is that the most advanced civilization was the one that understood a profound truth echoed by William B. Irvine in his modern book on Stoicism. The more things we desire and the more we have to do to earn or attain those achievements, the less we actually enjoy our lives, and the less free we are. The ruins of these great civilizations whisper a warning and an invitation. The warning is that all empires turn to dust. The invitation is to learn from their wisdom. So what's the takeaway for you watching this today? You don't have to build an aqueduct or invent writing system to be advanced. The Stoic journey is an internal one. Ask yourself, are you focusing your energy on what you can actually control, or are you wasting it worrying about external events? Are you pursuing wealth and possessions, or are you cultivating virtue and character? When you look at the empires in your own life, your career, your relationships, your projects, are you building them with resilience and wisdom, knowing that nothing lasts forever? The most advanced civilization in history might just be the one you build within yourself. A civilization of your mind, governed by reason, resilient in the face of chaos, and dedicated to virtue. As Epictetus put it so simply and powerfully, don't explain your philosophy, what you think. Which civilization do you believe was the most advanced? Let us know in the comments below. If this video added value to your day, please hit the like button and subscribe for more journeys into the wisdom of the past. Thank you for watching, and remember, be a Stoic, stay advanced.